Welcome back to the channel, folks. Today we are changing the RDU fluid on the Ford Flex. That's a very simple procedure. All you're gonna need is 80 W90 fluid for the differential, a fluid pump, 3/8 inch ratchet, and a fluid extractor to suck the fluid out, and a light. With that out of the way, let's get into it. All right, so as you can see, we're down here. Here's your rear diff. Here's the fill port that we're going to unscrew to extract the fluid out of here and put more fluid back in. This is a very confined space. You have the exhaust right here. If you have dual exhaust or EcoBoost like I do, if you don't and you have the NA version of the Flex, you're going to have an exhaust hanger right here, and you'll have your exhaust sitting right here, which will make this process even more of a challenge. Well, it already is a challenge. This is a pain in the ass to have. You could remove these bolts. I believe there's 10 of them, but there's not a lot of room. Let's move my light here. But as you see, there's not really much room to get a ratchet or a wrench all the way up in there, and clearance to drop that diff cover behind or past this exhaust hanger. So I like to take the easy route, and we're going to try and use our 3/8 inch ratchet. I have a small one for this task, but we should be able to get it up in there, and we should be able to find the hole somewhere. Or not. Why does this... Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. So then we're just going to carefully unscrew that. And I think at some point, listen, remove that out of the way. This should be hand tight. I could just thread this out with my hand. Now my hand's right here is going in between the exhaust, but there's not much room between the exhaust. In fact, if I thought this out, I would probably dismantle the MagnaFlow system I got right here to make this so much easier. Just some food for thought. Okay. Is the I have it. And there's our fill plug. As you can see, it is magnetic. I'm gonna clean the threads up, but they look pretty good. Now, to use the extractor to extract that out, I'm using an extractor I got from Harbor Freight, and I went to the hardware store this time and got smart, and I got 1/2 inch hose. When I did the PTU, I got 3/8 inch hose, and it made that was just a pain in the ass to try and do. Suck that thick fluid through from the PTU. So what we're going to try and do here is stick our 1/2 inch hose up here and in the hole. Hey. Okay, maybe. Hey. And then try and get it all the way down in that sump. And then I'm going to go out here and try to extract it. And from back here, I can see it's pulling the fluid through. Okay, so I don't think I need 20 feet of hose. So that's just gonna make it more of a pain in the ass for me to clean this hose out. The fluid doesn't look to be that bad. Not as bad as the PTU fluid does. But we're just gonna try and keep this in the sump. And just pull as much fluid as we can out. Now, to the shop manual, this holds 1.15 liters of fluid. I'll put a conversion right here, what that would be in every other denomination. And as you can see, about 5 or so minutes later of sucking this out, we're about done. I think there's a little bit more in there I can suck out. Oh, I'm thinking there's a little bit more. La ta ta. Oh, try and suck the rest of that out. But I don't think I'm gonna get any more out of it, particularly because I don't want this to get stuck in there either. And our fluid looks pretty clear. Now I did change this about a month ago, but I wanted to make sure I got all the other fluid out of it. And there's some right there left in the hose. It doesn't look burnt as bad as the PTU fluid does. Now we move the filling. And as I said earlier in the video, the shop manual says that we need 1 1/15 liter of fluid, which equates to a 1 quart, 1.3 quarts. So I'm going to put this whole quart in here, if I can. So I'm going to use this fluid pump. I would highly recommend getting one, as it will make it so much easier. Well, what else would make it easier is if I had a lift and I didn't have to lay on my side and have stones jab me in the ribcage. So now we're going to try and put this up in there, and then we're going to pump. And then we got to pump all this fluid up into this differential. As you can see how I'm doing it, by laying underneath here. Well, this is a little tiring. I would like to know a couple of things, if I may ask the audience that's out there in the world. Who the hell at Ford said this was a good idea? I'm just curious. If you know, let me know in the comments. But that's the dumbest idea to put an exhaust hanger right there. Uh-oh. Well, I think we're at the limit. And this quart is empty. Oh, I pulled out too soon. Or some would say I pulled out just in time. You tell me. I think that's the end of that. Because now we're just dripping everywhere. Now, all we're going to do is clean up our fill plug. Clean up around here. I'm going to wipe the fluid off of this exhaust right here. Is that rust? Stainless steel exhaust from MagnaFlow and it's already rusting? Okay. Well, you tell me. So I'm going to wipe this apart. Yeah, I'm going to wipe it apart. I'm going to wipe it down and then reinstall the drain plug. Is there a way to... Yeah, I'm right there. The shop directions do mention to fill the fluid to like 3 millimeters below the fill port. I don't know how the hell you would be able to measure that, but that's what they say. Now, to be an acrobat and to try, as I might, put this back in there. I gotta find the hole again, blindly. Ooh, there we go. The torque spec that you'll put this to will be in the description as well. But to be honest, you don't need to crank it down or anything. Oh, what is that over there? Oh, well, let's get this cranked down real quick. Well, listen here, you little. What? This hanger is really a pain in the ass to have. Just saying. Oh, all right. And I just know something over here. Let's go for a little ride, shall we? Is right there. That's fluid up there. Something leaking, but it's leaking down on my exhaust right there too. Oh, this poor Flex is old. Quick visual check. There's our seal there. And how's our other seal look? Oh. Well, that seal looks like it's going to be a pain in the ass to replace. Well, I'd have to say not too bad. This has got almost 200,000 miles on it, so. And this is an original RDU unit. I know, 20 feet was too damn much, but it worked. In case you're wondering, here is the shop manual directions to removing the diff cover, if you so choose to go that route. But it's very confined underneath there, so heed that warning. And I would recommend changing this every time you do your PTU, about every 30,000 miles, because the vehicle's already jacked up anyway. Makes it easier to do them both at the same time while the vehicle is jacked up. With that in mind, please stay safe. This is a 4,500 pound vehicle. If you liked it, we'll hit that button. If you didn't like it, you know what to do. And let me know in the comments. Have you changed your RDU fluid? And how often do you change it? What interval? Do you use the Motorcraft fluid that I used, or did you use another brand like Valvoline, or I think it's Pennzoil has one? Let me know. With that, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Now I have to get this damn thing down. Oh, and I don't want to put these ramps away.